Welcome to the MFR Coaches Podcast, where we talk about how you can create a six-figure MFR practice. I'm your host, Heather Hommel. Not only have I been practicing MFR for 11 years, I'm also a life and business coach, especially for MFR therapists. My goal is for you to understand how to get fully booked, how to talk to your clients, and how to make sure they understand what's possible for them with MFR treatment. I'm here to help you stop under-earning, overworking, and burning out. I'll lend support so you can create the MFR practice you've always wanted. Learn how you can do it too, even if you live in a tiny town, and even if you're just starting out, and even if you've ran your practice for years. Let's go. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the MFR Coaches Podcast. I'm your host, Heather Hommel. As usual, today I want to talk to you about why being a highly trained MFR therapist does not guarantee your full schedule. This is something that I see over and over again with MFR therapists, especially those who are deeply trained, highly skilled, and genuinely good at what they do. Being highly trained in myofascial release does not guarantee a full schedule. It does not guarantee consistent income, and it does not guarantee that clients will stay once they start. Not because training does not matter, not because skill is not important, but because no amount of hands-on skill training prepares you for what happens in the treatment room when you make a recommendation and the client leaves and never comes back. If you've ever felt confused by that moment, this episode is here to help you make sense of it and to see a clear path forward. Because at the end of the day, making MFR mainstream is 100% my mission. And in order to follow through with that mission, I need you to understand that your business skills are just as important as your hands-on skills. All right, let's talk about the thoughts that therapists have in these moments when that client has left without rebooking. When that happens, therapists usually do not think, I need better business skills. They think things like, if my clients were more committed, if I could explain MFR better, if I did not live in such a conservative area, if people had higher paying jobs here. Those thoughts, and you can finish the thought however you want, but those thoughts make a lot of sense, right? They seem logical. They're very human, but they also quietly keep you stuck because they place the solution outside of your control. What I want to show you today is that none of those thoughts are actually the problem that you need to be solving. Let's start with the idea of commitment. Clients do not walk into your office already committed. I mean, some do, but most of them don't. They walk in curious and hopeful, yet unsure. Commitment is not something clients always bring with them or that they need to bring with them. Commitment is something that is created through the clarity and confidence and guidance that you give to the client through your ability to talk about and sell MFR. When therapists think, if my clients were more committed, what they are really bumping up against is a moment where the client needed more direction than they were given. And this is not about convincing or pressuring your clients either. It's about helping the client feel oriented and supported in what they should do next, what comes next. And this is a skill that you can learn in the same way that you can learn hands-on skills. All of these communication skills and trust building skills and language skills can be learned pretty easily, in fact. Another very common belief is, or thought is, if I could just explain MFR better, clients would commit or clients would stay. Most MFR therapists are excellent explainers. They understand fascia deeply. They can describe patterns. They can describe your history and change beautifully. But here's the distinction that changes everything. Explaining helps a client understand what already happened. Recommendations are what guide the client into what happens next. And I see therapists explain MFR so thoroughly that they never actually make a clear recommendation. I've also seen them run on in sentence after sentence about MFR while the client tunes out. They don't care. They care about getting better, not about who created MFR and all the stories behind it. They want you to talk about them, right? What I want to see you do is share the direction, not possibilities. And I want you to guide your clients instead of just solely educate them. Because otherwise, if you don't do those things, your clients just leave with, I guess, education, but still like unclear if you can help them. And clarity is what creates that safety and that follow through for them. Then there are the thoughts about your environment, right? When location and money become the scapegoat. If I just lived in a different area, if people made more money here, right? If I lived in a different area, what, you'd have more clients? If people made more money here, what, they'd pay your rate? Like, what's going on here with these thoughts? I want to be very clear about this because it really does matter. People in conservative areas still spend money on things that they understand and they trust. And I have so much evidence of this. I lived in a one stoplight town when I started my MFR journey, and I was fully booked, and people paid me, and I charged way more than any massage therapist in my area. And I have many, many clients that do this too, that make six figures doing this in conservative, tiny towns. People with modest incomes still invest in things that feel necessary when they know why they're doing it and what they're buying. What stops clients from continuing is rarely the amount of money. It's usually like uncertainty that they can get to the goal that they have, or they don't have a goal from the beginning. So when the plan is clear, people usually do find a way if they want what is the result of the plan. And when the plan is unclear, people are usually like, I'm a no. Think about all of the times where you could have easily been a yes to something, but you were just unclear. So you just automatically were a no. This is why therapists in small towns, rural areas, and very conservative communities can build full and profitable practices when they know how to communicate certainty and they do it in a calm and clear way. Let's talk about what hands on training does not teach you. Seminars teach you how to treat bodies, they do not teach you how to guide client decisions. They do not teach you how to make confident recommendations, hold the room when it is time to talk about next steps, stay grounded when money enters the conversation, or how to communicate your expertise without over explaining. And this is not a failure of seminar training. It has to be that way on purpose because their mission is very clear, right? I'm going to teach you a set of skills that I'm going to teach you how to do these treatments to get your clients awesome results. There's no time for business in these seminars. Sales and business skills are what prepare you for getting fully booked, for the moments that you have to learn on purpose and with purpose. Like sales and business skills are just as important as your hands on skills. Yet, we don't spend a lot of time and we don't want to spend a lot of money investing in them because we think if we just go to one more seminar, it's finally going to click. I'm finally going to know the exact right thing to say to my patient to get them to be committed. The good news is, these are the things that I teach inside my programs. These are the things that I am an expert on. I work with real business owners who are excellent clinicians. I would say some of the best in the business and who feel unsure in sales conversations prior to working with me, right? But when they learn how to guide their clients clearly, how to charge for their services, what to say when clients say cringy things, their confidence in their skill level, their hands-on skill level, and their confidence in their ability to get fully booked, it's completely transformed. Their rebooking rates go up, their income changes, not because they became different people, but because they learned a missing skill set. So I just want to be really clear, like these are just normal people out in the world, normal MFR therapists, just like you. Maybe you're a massage therapist listening and you haven't yet taken MFR seminars. That's okay. This applies to you too. Normal people with awesome hands-on skill sets don't know how to do business only because they've never put themselves in a position to learn how. They think they should know. They think they can YouTube it. They think they can ask a friend. It's just not how it works. So I'm going to be hosting a live webinar on March 18th. You might have heard about this. It's called The Real Reason MFR Clients Don't Commit After the First Session. We're going to talk about what actually happens in the room after that first session, after the work is done and a decision needs to be made. How do you get that client to get on your books again, right? There's not going to be any scripts. There's not going to be any high pressure tactics. There's not going to be any sales tricks. We're going to go over how to communicate the clarity that the client needs to have, how to make confident recommendations, and how to help the clients feel safe enough to continue with you. If you're a highly trained therapist and still feel unsure in those moments, this training is designed to support you. It's an entry-level situation for you. You don't have to have any business skills to reap the benefits of this free training. You can register by going to the mfrcoach.com/reason, and we'll send you all of the details once you enroll. For therapists who want to go deeper, the exact work we do is this sort of thing. We do this inside my 12-month foundations program. We build the skills that allow you to sell MFR without feeling salesy, to stay grounded in conversations about money, to guide clients with confidence, and to get and stay fully booked and trust yourself in every room you walk into. When therapists know that they can sell MFR to anyone who walks through their door, their confidence shifts at a nervous system level. They stop hoping clients will just say yes, and they start clearly guiding their clients into what is possible for them. And everything changes in that moment. When you feel just as confident about your hands-on skill set as you do about your sales skills, something magical happens in that moment, and you get and stay fully booked. And you stay fully booked, you're going to stay in business. And your open business is what makes MFR accessible and makes MFR mainstream. I want to leave you with this. If your schedule is not as full as you want it to be, it is not because you are undertrained. It is because no one taught you how to translate your expertise into clear guidance. No one taught you how to sell MFR. And that is not a flaw. It is a missing skill. And once you learn it, your work finally matches the impact that you know it can have. If this episode helped you to see your situation more clearly, I would love to have you join me on March 18th. And until next time, take care of yourself and remember that learning how to sell MFR is not separate from the care that you provide to your clients. It is part of making MFR sustainable, accessible, and mainstream. All right, I'll see you on another episode of the MFR Coaches Podcast. Bye. Thanks for listening to the MFR Coaches Podcast. If you're ready to grow your myofascial release practice, make sure to sign up for my next free training. These live webinars are designed to help you take real steps towards building a fully booked, profitable business. You can save your seat and find the latest dates at the mfrcoach.com/webinar. And if you're looking for more support, the Foundations program is now open year-round. Inside, you'll get coaching, tools, and community to help you get fully booked and stay that way without burning out. One last thing before you go. My brand new book, Your MFR Practice Starts Here, is now available. It's a must-read for any MFR therapist who wants to build a business that actually works. You can grab your copy on Amazon and get your companion guide by going to the mfrcoach.com/book. Start implementing right away. I'll see you in the next episode.